Let's continue chapter 8, that is cell, structure and function. Let us know the cell variations. We know that cells can be observed under a microscope. Different types of cells are studied by various scientists. Stains or dyes are used to color certain parts of the cells, and slides are prepared to study the cell structure under a microscope. Next we come to the variation in the number of cells. Based on the number of cells, the organisms can be classified into unicellular or multicellular organisms. So first of all, let's know about unicellular organisms. Uni means one and cellular means cell. Unicellular organisms are the one which are made up of single cell. All the functions of their body are performed by this single cell. A few examples of unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. The basic body functions of all the unicellular organisms, such as eating food, digestion, and excretion, are carried out by a single cell. Next type of organisms are multicellular organisms. Multi means many and cellular means cell. So multicellular organisms are the ones which are made up of many cells. For examples, plants and animals. In multicellular organisms, different functions are carried out by different cells. So a group of similar cells which perform a specific function is called tissue, and several tissues together form an organ, and different organs are specialized to carry out different functions. Several organs join together to form an organ system, and many organ systems join together to form a complete organisms. Do you know that even the multicellular organisms begin life as a single cell? And that is called fertilized egg. So the fertilized egg multiplies and the number of cells go on increasing as the development proceeds. Organisms such as insects, fish, animals, and plants are some of the multicellular organisms. Next we come to the variation in the shape of cells. The cells of different organisms vary in its shapes, such as some are round or spherical, whereas some are cylindrical or elongated. Some are irregular in shape, just like in amoeba. The shape of cells also vary according to its function in an organism. Some examples of different shapes are like nerve cells in humans are long and branched. They are longest cells. Muscle cells are spindle in shape. This feature helps the muscle to pull and push easily for work. Skin cells are flat in shape and can cover the large area very easily. White blood cells in human blood are another example of a single cell which can change its shape. Red blood cells are oval and biconcave in shape. And this feature helps the red blood cells to carry maximum amount of oxygen. Next we come to the variation in the size of cells. The size of a cell in different living forms varies according to its function. Cells are generally very small and cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Means they can be seen only with the help of microscope. However, some cells are quite large in size and visible to naked eyes. For example, the egg of an ostrich measures 170 micrometer to 130 micrometer and is declared the largest animal cell. The smallest cell is PPLO, that is pleuropneumonia-like organism, or Mycoplasma, a genus of bacteria which is 0.1 micron in size. In human body, the nerve cell is the longest cell with a size of more than a meter, whereas red blood cells are about 7 micrometers. Muscle cells in animals or fibers in plants like jute and hemp are a few centimeters long. Next topic is viewing cells. A Dutch scientist, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, decided to look at the things under a microscope like blood and saliva. He also looked at drops of pond water under the microscope. He was the first one to make a microscope. There are different types of microscope like simple, compound and electron microscopes. Most cells are best studied under a compound microscope. I hope all the topics must be clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.